What's up, everybody? So I'm going to take a little break from working on the Volkswagen this week. I'm supposed to pick up my pans either Monday or Tuesday, and then I'll go ahead and order the bushings and bearings and everything on Wednesday, and get the paint for it. So I should be able to put the pans in, paint it, and rebuild the rear end in the next video next weekend. Also, I'm going to tear apart the rest of the body, remove all the electronics, remove all the heating components, everything else that's remaining in the body of the car. And then I'm also going to do a video on dismantling the front beam, because I think I'm going to do a adjuster. I'm going to weld in my own adjuster and do it myself, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm gonna work on the Audi. Been driving the Audi every day as my work vehicle. It's been very reliable, but it broke down on me in the middle of Terra Boulevard, which is a pretty major road out here, and I pulled the relay for the fuel pump was clicking really fast. Couldn't figure out what was happening. Because this is a swap, I know I have some different wiring, but I've put 40,000 miles on the car since I built the car. So I don't think that it's any kind of wiring splice issue. I think it was a wire that was melted. So I had noticed that my AC wire that I ran for my compressor was it runs down the top of the engine block, or down the top of the intake manifold on the driver's side of the engine. And I thought that it was shorting out. I saw that it had a little burnt spot on the insulation close to the firewall. So I taped it up, insulated it, and the car started up. So I'd been driving it for another 2 or 3 weeks. And then it broke down again on me when I was pulling out of Walmart, and I didn't have anything with me to fix it. So I just grabbed that wire and broke it and ripped it off, and then wrapped up the rest of the wire, and the car started right back up, and I drove it home. So I'm wondering if I've shorted something out in the car now because of that wire shorting out against the block from heat. So I'm gonna go out here and try and figure out what's causing the relay to click really fast, because the relay's clicking really fast again, and that wire is no longer in the system. So I'm gonna open up the ECU box, see if maybe there's water in the ECU box. I'm gonna check on my wiring, make sure there's no other melted wires, because I have been running this car very hard. I drive it like I stole it every day. The thing runs like a scalded dog. I race people all the time. It's a fun car, but I drive it every day, and I drive the shit out of it. So it's definitely getting put through its paces. It's been very reliable so far, but I got to figure out what this electrical issue is. So hopefully we can figure this out together. All right, so I'm out in the car. I'm gonna turn it on and let you hear. You can hear it clicking really loud down here by the front footwell. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hear that in the video, but it's clicking really loud, and it's the relay up front. So now I'm gonna pull this lower panel off and get to the fuel pump relay, which is back here. I'm gonna meter the connection and see what's going on. Now, the relay that is clicking constantly is that number 614 right there. And it is an absolute pain in the ass to get to. Best way to do it is to remove the electrical panel, and then you can get right to it. So now that I've unbolted the electrical fuse box, it's just a screw here and a screw here. They're both 8mm. I just used my multi-tip Husky screwdriver. Bought it a long time ago, but I got like 20 of these. But you just take the tip out, and it's a nut driver, and it'll take that panel off, and it'll take the fuse panel off. But now you've got direct access to the 614 relay. That's the relay that's clicking. So let me turn the key on, and you will definitely hear it now that I have that cover taken off. Let me find my ignition switch. There we go. Okay, so all I did was put my hand on top of the relay, and it stopped clicking. So now it's not clicking again. So let me see if the car will start. If the car will start, then it may just be a bad relay, because the car would not start before. See, now it's clicking whenever I'm... So I think it may be a bad relay. Let me see if I've got a spare relay downstairs, and we'll see if I can get this car started. Okay, so this is my original relay, a 614. I don't have a 614. I have a 370 out of an A6. So the part number on this one is 8EO951253. This one is 8DO951253. The only difference is the E and the D, and I believe that is the body that it came in. I'm not 100% certain, but the number down here is the same, the PA66-GF250 or GF25. PA66 GF25. The pins look the same. The numbers on the pins are the same. So I'm going to use this relay as a test to see if this works. Okay, so the relay's in. It's not clicking like crazy. Let's see if it starts. Nope, clicking like crazy. Okay, I'm gonna hook up VCDS and see what codes this thing's showing. I know it's showing a catalyst efficiency, and it's probably showing a overboost condition because I had a leak, and I never cleared the codes. So, but I don't know if it's showing anything else. So I'm gonna go ahead and run the codes and see what it says. So these are the codes that I have coming up on the ECU. So I'm going to clear these codes out. Alright, now I'm going to check the instrument cluster, because it said I had a code in the instrument cluster. Fault codes. Coolant temperature sensor. Open or short to plus. So that could be what's causing my problem, if I have a short in my coolant sensor. So let's see what else I may have going on. Let's check. Yeah, this one. Alright, and then check ABS, and it should say that I have a bad rear driver's side speed sensor. I haven't replaced it yet. Maybe I've got a short in my ABS unit, which is causing shit to happen. That's weird. Okay. I wonder what that is. I'm going to have to check that 1850. That's what's going on. There's got to be something going on with my ABS controller. Yep. There's something going on with my ABS unit. All right, I got to see what that is. All right, let me dig in to see what that is, and I'll do that. So apparently what had happened is this ground right here came loose. Tighten that ground up, car started right up. Now I'm gonna check everything and make sure it's working good. So apparently what was happening is whenever I was touching the wire for my AC compressor that I had run down the top of the block, yes, it did short out against the firewall. I don't want it to seem like that was not an additional problem. But whenever I was working on that wire, apparently I was moving the ground wire and it was making it make connection again. And that was what it was allowing it to start every time after I messed with that wire. I was dealing with a secondary issue with that wire shorting out, and that was causing problems with my heater control unit. And it possibly could have been messing with the fuel pump relay, but I doubt it. I really think the ultimate problem was the ground wire, which is a central ground location for the ECU, the ABS controller, and I think the fan control module, which I don't have anymore. But it's the main grounding point for a lot of subsystems in the car. So with that being loose, it was not allowing the systems to communicate with the ECU and not allowing the ECU to provide the grounds necessary to fire certain components. So once I tightened that ground up, everything started working. I've taken the car out and test drove it. It's driving just like it was before. So hopefully it'll go another 40 to 50,000 miles without really having to do anything other than timing belt. So that's an update on the Audi. It's still driving great. I put new tires on it. I'm really not going to do anything else to it until I get done with the Volkswagen, mostly because I need to focus my energy on that car. The Audi's running and driving fine. I drive it every day. So as long as I just keep doing oil changes and stuff, I'm just going to keep it the way that it is. But if this video helped you out in any way, like always, please like, comment, share, subscribe, let your friends see what I'm doing. I'm definitely going to be getting the floor pans for the Volkswagen within the next like 2 or 3 days. I'm going to order all the bushings and bearings for the rear trailing arms and rebuild the rear end. And I'm going to wind up sandblast. I'm hoping that the next video will be installing the floors, sandblasting everything, and painting everything. And then the next video will be assembly of it. So we'll see how it goes, but that's my plan from right now. So catch you in the next video. Have a great one.